Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. Before you do anything else, go ahead and like, subscribe, and activate the notifications by clicking on that bell icon down there so you get notified each time I upload a new video. So I feel like I haven't done an art video in a while, so that's what we're doing today. I'm a huge fan of Keith Haring. I think he's one of my top 5 favorite artists is in that list. And today we are going to draw, let me show you this image. I think this image to me represents like when you're in a relationship, dating, married, committed, and you become one. That whole notion that you become one, that's why the heart's in the middle. I haven't experienced that, but I guess that's neat for those people who are in relationships where they feel like they're one with the other. So I think that's what this means to me. I think Keith Haring's work was all about love, and I love that. I think in this day and age we do need to love and all be one with each other. So Keith Haring was born on May 4th, 1958 in Reading, Pennsylvania, but he was raised in Kutztown. And he got his drawing skills at an early age from his father, because his father would entertain him by drawing for him. He was obsessed with Walt Disney, Dr. Seuss. Once he graduated high school in 1976, he moved to Pittsburgh, where he studied commercial art at the Ivy School of Professional Art. He decided that commercial art was not his thing, so in 1978 he moves to New York, and he starts studying there as well. And there he becomes friends with other artists like Kenny Scharf. They were actually roommates at one time. Jean-Michel Basquiat and Andy Warhol. So he was very well connected in the art world. And now we're gonna get to drawing. I've made some preliminary lines just because it's drawing from the side. Sometimes things come out crooked. I'm gonna use a large Sharpie just because I feel his lines are very thick. You should probably use a pencil, that way if you mess up you can't erase. The first thing I'm going to start with is by drawing the heart, which will be, I guess if this is center of your paper, the tip of the heart should be like the center mark. And I mean a heart's easy. Everybody should know how to do a heart. So now above the heart, I'm going to do an upside down U. Make sure you don't go all the way down, because this is their head, or they're united. So now we need their necks. So you're going to extend this line out, but kind of curve it a little bit. And you're going to do the same thing on this side. Now the other side of the neck. Bring it down, but pretend there's an imaginary line here. What would that circle look like? And that's where you put that line. Same thing on the other side. And now you're going to connect these two with a smiley face. Now this arm is going to go up, so you extend the line. Arm is bicep, and go up. And you're going to come across like you're going to make a letter P. I'm going to go down. And then in. What I like about Keith Haring is his line work is very simple, and it's very recognizable. You can see a couple of his lines and you can recognize his work automatically. And I think that's probably one of my issues. I'm all over the place. But one day, I'll be more concise in my artwork. So we're going to do the same thing on this side, but this one's going to come down. And now I want to go over to this one because his hand is over this one. So bring it across, down, and then the same thing like you're making a letter P. Well, actually this is not a P. What would that be? A sideways U. Up and then in. Now the other arm, same thing. You're going to go slightly down. Straight down. The hand. I guess that would be a sideways J. Bring it up. Oopsie. then across. Now right here you're going to curve down, because it's this back and his hiney all in one. Now here you're going to bring this out and go straight across, curve it because this is his foot, and go up, and then curve it back in to make his leg. Now we'll go over here to this side, bring it down, out, in, and then make the foot. And there you have him. Alright, now let's go back to this one. So here, bring this line down, and this will be behind it, so you can't draw it all. But now, don't get discouraged if yours don't touch. If there's space between them, that's okay too. You know, it doesn't have to be the same. You can make it your own. And up, across, and down. Oh, this almost looks like a musical note, I guess. No, you're gonna curve this one almost like a J, but not as quite. And then down. Then make the foot. And up. The same thing we did over there. But his legs are not together. He's kind of like moving a little bit. Bring this down. Make the foot. Up. And then connect these two. So a lot of his work is always like squared off. So let's go ahead and make like a, encase it like in a square. And it doesn't have to be perfect because this stuff wasn't. Once you do that, there's like a ground, so we just make horizontal line. And then now let's go ahead and do the, I guess these are like movement lines to give the impression that he's moving or beaming like what we're going to do here. Some over here. He's not farting, he's moving. Up here, and just wherever, I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly the same wherever you want them. Now there's some on the ground. So now we're done with the drawing, but what I'm going to do now is make these thicker. Because, like I said, his line work was very thick. And then make one big, small, big. So this one I'll make bigger. So the thicker you make them, the better everything's going to look. So I'm going to stop to do that, and then maybe add a little bit of color, and then we'll see what it turns out like. So I did the lines wider, and I think that looks a lot better. I kind of colored mine different. I did the heart with marker and then this with watercolor, but this paper is too thin for watercolor, so it's not a good idea. So you can, you know, mix your mediums, or you can color as much as you want of it. Let me show you what the original looked like again. And yeah, that is all for today's drawing tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you do more research on Keith Haring. He's actually very interesting. His art is very nice to look at. Also, there is a great documentary about him on YouTube. I'll link it down below so you can check that out. It goes into much detail about his life as an artist and how he got there and all that jazz. So make sure to check that out. Make sure you also check out all the other content in my channel. And that's it for now. Adios. Goodbye.